You're here because of Bubsy 3D. You should probably reconsider your life choices. Saber's got a job! Oh, I thought he would be... I ruined it. What is this plan? Oh, Ice is healing him, that's why.
Hear the great teaching.
I was like, what the heck's going on here?
I need more time. You can't read me.
This dungeon is incredibly easy in New Game Plus because everything gives you so much EP, you can just spam it and wreck everything. Because overclocking is way too strong. I'm just waiting for that trophy to pop. It should be soon. Oh, it did! Right when I said it. We did it! Oh my god, it's over. We finally got it. No more lightning returns. Or at least no more forced lightning returns. Oh man. I can't wait to see this trophy. It's going to be so beautiful. Out of all the platinums I've ever gotten, this one is one of the ones I struggled with the most. But it wasn't because of the game as much as more of just personal vendetta. Because when I started this game, I just had no idea what I was getting myself into, and I didn't really understand it. And with little understanding, this game is very frustrating and very unrelenting. It does not, you know, give in. It's like you either got to figure out how to play this game or you're not getting the plat. So it feels good to finally get it. This wasn't one of the hardest platinums or one of the longest, but for me it was a very frustrating one. So I'm glad it's over. And what's funny is, in retrospect, I do like parts of this game. As an overall game, I think it's awful, but there are parts that are fun, so it wasn't a completely negative experience. Proof of a true master who has excelled in all things and has collected all possible trophies. Look at how gross that trophy looks. It's like, man, how long did they spend on that? Looks like a ugly JPEG. Alright, let's move over to the platinum list real quick and get this one in. Once again, we're skipping over Digimon World, so this is actually going to be platinum number 97. I believe, right? Did we put in... Yeah, we put in Little Adventure on the Prairie. The Me Malicious game. So, Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns. It was donated by Alice Empire. Alice, thank you for the donation. I know the game drove me crazy, but I still appreciate it. And in the end, we had fun. Difficulty. See, this is a tough one. Because I feel like there's two arguments for this. The first argument is the game's really tough casually, and if you don't understand how it works, it's really tough to get through the entire game, and even tougher to get the platinum. But on the other hand, if you fail, it resets you and lets you keep your stats. So technically, if you're willing to put in the time, you could just keep resetting until you're so powerful that everything just gets annihilated. So the game kind of has a pre-installed easy button. So I don't think that it deserves a super high rating. But at the same time, I feel like this is a rough game. I mean, it's just... I don't know, it's rough to get the platinum. It's Not an easy game to just get through. Looking at the trophies, though, there's a trophy for beating the super bosses, and there's a trophy for some New Game Plus stuff, but there's nothing in particular that's like beat the game in under this many hours, or beat, the game without using something. Like, there's no like super difficult trophies. It's just trophies for doing stuff that's already in the game. So I feel like yeah, like 5 to 7 is what I'm thinking. I was kind of, the number that came to my head was 6. I feel like a 6 is probably fair. Yeah, let's do 6. 6 plus, apparently. Okay, fun rating. As much as I want to give this a negative 90, the trophies aren't that bad. There's none that are really fun to get. They're all just collectible. They're all just, collect trophies. Like if we go over here, by the way, that number's wrong. I should have 96 platinums, I think. Pretty sure. I'll double check later. There's a bunch of story trophies, and then like do side quests, and then get the ultimate weapon, but that's like beyond easy. Side quests, upgrading. These are for the super bosses. I mean, none of them are really fun to get. They're just, check it off the list trophies. The only one that I can point out that's specifically bad is this one. It's really kind of dumb because you have to get an elixir, and the only good way to get an elixir is to collect an absolute ridiculous ton of soul seeds. And not only do soul seeds reset after every hour, like you have to wait an hour for soul seeds to come back, but it also resets every playthrough. So like if you don't get the elixir on your playthrough, you have to start all over on New Game Plus. So it's really like a grind that you just have to stop what you're doing and do it. And in this game, grinding is extremely frustrating because there's a time limit on the game. So this trophy sucks. Like, bar none, this is the worst trophy, and it's annoying to get, and it shouldn't be there. The rest of them, I feel like, is just pretty normal. So I feel like this game deserves a pretty crappy fun rating. Maybe not the worst, but I was kind of thinking the same, Kanta. I was thinking like a 3. Yeah. I'm looking at Borderlands 2, and I remember Borderlands 2 having kind of one specific trophy that was a nightmare as well, and the rest being kind of normal. So I'll match Borderlands 2 and say 3.5. And again, for those of you that haven't seen this before, it's not a rating on how fun the game is. Borderlands 2 is obviously an amazing game. It's a rating on how fun the trophies themselves are, and the trophies themselves are pretty mediocre. So, I mean, this game I would give a negative 90 if it had anything to do with the game. Anyways, did it glitch? No. And my final time, the game has a... Does it have an in-game timer? I'm actually not sure. 61, 31, 31. So there we go. 61, 31, 31. And there we are. The Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns Platinum. Thank God that's over.